that mean? What's the orange mean? Okay. Connect my phone. Come hit that phone. Alexa, connect to my phone.
Searching. Now connected to Joey C's iPhone.
Yes, yes, I'm here. Got my beer. Hopefully you brought yours because that's Friday in a nutshell over here at the Kick-Ass Study Stream. Let me get this iPad working and we'll be moving on as the people pile in or easily walk in. Let's do this. Get you going. QuickTime. Let me get the chat going too. How about that? Let's get the chat visible. Very good. All right. Cool. Who's here? Anybody here? Talk to me. Tell me if you got a beer. All right. Let's see. We're gonna play for Muzak. We could play more Nintendo music. That was badass from last time. I haven't resorted to using my own. Oh man, I actually have some Gigantic Ant on here. I gotta tell my buddy. Let's see if they'll play. Let's play some Gigantic Ant. How about that? Jeremy, did you bring your beer? I pity the fool who didn't bring a beer. Alright. No? It's too bad, man. Alright, we're back to Superman. Superman number 1 from New 52. When did this come out, man? Don't remember. Anyway, I worked on it a little bit. What we did last time, anyway. I worked on that a little bit. Let me get that up and running. Hot mead? It's fermented, right? I think that counts. Come on, man. It's not working. One sec. We gotta get this thing going. Either way, man, it's Friday. And technically, it's my last day before I get an off day. I consider Saturday my off day. And then Sunday, I usually get right back to work. And it doesn't even feel like work. That's why it's so awesome. It's like, even on the days I don't have to work, I want to. Alright. Let's do that. We were listening to my buddy's band called Gigantic Ant. And it's pretty badass. He's the drummer. Is it done syncing? What's going on with this? Okay, I think it is. Yes, there we go. All right, so what are we doing today? Back to the 4 pages we're working on for studying storytelling. I worked on it a little bit today, very slightly, just like for like an hour. Let me look here. Page, yeah, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the script from Superman #1. Written by Jeff Johns. Alright, so I'm going to bring up Clip Studio. And let's see, let's open up. Well, first off, I worked a little bit on Superman's double page spread-ish thing. So this is where Superman punches the shit out of Titano. Double page spread. You can see where I divided it up. You know, put in my guides for the bleed and whatnot. That way you know you're not going out of the bounds. Really, I could shift it a little bit. It's tough. I almost should shift it to the left a little bit, actually. Because his fist is just coming out of the whatchamacallit, what do they call that? What do they call it? The copy, that's what they call it. So if we move this thing over, I'm not going to work on this page today because we're here for storytelling, and this is just one of those non-storytelling pages. Where it is, but it's just not, you know, it's not like the difficult one. I wonder if I can have him overlay on top of him a little bit. For now, we'll just leave it kind of where it was. Shift it over a little bit. Alright, so that's the idea. He's a giant gorilla, so I started adding more gorilla-like anatomy. Trying to figure out how his body would fling if he got hit by Superman. I almost want to make this dude a little bit bigger and or make Superman smaller because I think he's a giant monstrous gorilla. You know. So that's my thoughts on that. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Because this is the stuff we did that... Hold on. This is the stuff we did like 2 weeks ago. Not last week. What we did last week was this stuff with Jimmy Olsen, which I worked on one of the pages, so depending on what you guys want to do, we can do one of 2 things. We can do page 4, which I started already, or we can start from scratch on page 3. Not from scratch, but like work on we can work on this page, which I started already, or the one before it. So this one is the one where Jimmy's defending his he's defending a bad picture he took of Superman to Perry, the editor-in-chief at the Daily Planet. So I pretty much went in here and threw in the few sketches we did last time, added a couple other new ones that worked. and I think I like the page flow for the most part. The only thing that I'm gonna have to do is, and I'll show you the storytelling techniques that I use, but you want to look for page flow. And with this one, it seems like it's not bad. But there's things that can be done. So I can either edit this one or I can go to the other one and get that one ready to go, which I think it's more fun to start setting things up and see what works. Because there's a lot of things that you didn't get to see what happened when I did this, and I kind of want to talk about the ins and outs of things when you're setting up a page. So maybe I'll do that. And today's episode, or stream, it's not an episode of anything, it's stream number 22. God, they're going quick. I'm already having this OCD moment of can't waiting. I don't want to like be that nerdy, but I can't wait till it's 100, just because I like even things. Seems like it'd be a. I think on 100 we just have a party and we just talk instead of we draw. We all just party in our own rooms. Maybe we'll do it on Google Hangout instead. Anyway, so let's go to the other page, because this one is kind of set up already, and it'll be fun to go set up the other one. I think that's the better option, personally. Instead of me just sitting in here refining drawings. That, it's not boring, but, you know. It's more fun if you see something happen from the start. So this is my page 3 practice document. We're not doing the double page spread. We don't need that. What we need is the others. So, as a reminder, let's see. For me, it's page 3, but for them, it's page 8, right? And page 8 is essentially panel 1. Olsen is jumping over some rubble while they're fighting in the background. And then 2, Superman punching Titano through a bus. 3, Jimmy is behind some rubble holding up his camera with a smile. And then panel 4 is the same, but now he has the flash going off and it whites out the panel. And 5 is the shitty picture he took of Titano and Superman, which will be fun to do because it's always fun to intentionally making something as crap instead of on purpose or accidentally. Alright. Alright. Okay. Dude, beer tastes so good when you don't have it all the time. I think that's how pretty much everything goes, but for me, this is pretty cool. Simple as that. Okay, so I got panel 1 up here. So essentially, I made 2 different ones. One if we want it to be a primary focus shot, or 2 if we want it to be smaller. So personally, I think this panel 2 of Superman knocking Titano through a bus seems like the money shot. It's just me. But this is the few that I came up with last time. And really, these are just starting points. Like, really almost just brainstorms is what we have here. Because once you put it in panel form, you almost get better ideas for page flow from there. And then these are my ideas for this one. I really like this thing right here, where he's kneeling. Really into that. But the next one is him whiting out the page like a flash is going on. So it's going to be happen to be like something like the one here, because you got to see him smile. And that's the only reason why it went that route. And then this is the one where it's just a fist. We could even do it in a different angle, like an uppercut or something. But, alright. So, this page is a what? How many panel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 panels. 5 panel pages are awesome because I don't know if you guys are into making comics, but 5 panel pages leave you a lot of room for every panel. Gives you like a nice room. I don't know, just like a good number. 5 or 6. I prefer 5. And if you're doing like, you rarely get like a 2 or 3 panel page, but those are fun in different ways. But I think 5 is that sweet spot. Okay. This is how I normally do this, guys. Where I go to the background, drop those down. This is just the guide of where to lay things are in. Like, one is the bleed line, one is the trim line where they're going to cut the page. So it's just a good guide for you to have up at all times. I'm going to throw away some layers because we don't need them. Alright. So out of these, personally, I like the big one, and the page after is a lot of horizontal, so this vertical one just seems right, and it's got a sweet composition. So I'm in. I'm all in on the vertical. So what I do is I probably should merge this whole thing into one here. Combine selected layer. There we go. So I grab the box we want and we cut it out of the, or we can copy either one. We can copy and paste it into another layer, turn off the rest, and now we have just that part. And so this thing can be maneuvered around. This is the best part about comics right here. We can figure out exactly what we want. We could have it where it goes right to the bleed, and that would be cool as hell, man. Because it could be an interesting transition from a double page spread. Personally, I've never done it before, but it seems like a cool idea. Let's try it. Alright, so keep in mind that we probably want, let's see, we want roughly the other half of the page to be in view. Damn, Gigantic Ant is awesome. It's good music. Gotta tell my buddy, he's doing a good job. Alright. So, I think this will be cool if it's goes to the bleed. Just be an interesting thing. Like, because with that going to the bleed, all the stuff in the foreground I can mess with. This can be all more rubble, whatever. I can make it cool, and then the rest of this page could be the other panels. That might leave not a whole lot of time, and or I could do it this way and have it cut off here, and then do the last couple panels down at the bottom, or this last one. That's another option too. So let's look into this one first before we go crazy. Now this is going to be interesting because what we want is probably this one on the bottom, which I kind of like. I'm partial to, if you will. Cool. Let's copy and, or first let's merge this thing. And then copy. Dude, where is everybody this? Dude, Friday is the most hit or miss days, I have to say. It's like, sometimes nobody's around, and sometimes it's the most happening time ever. That could be the result of people. I don't know, just their plans, or if word spreads around, or who knows. Anyway, that can be the second panel there. I'm thinking if we do this giant panel on the left, we may want to trim the line it stops at, like here. Probably needs to trim back just a little bit. Not cover the elbow of the gorilla guy, but just a little bit farther back. Give us as much space as we possibly can have. And we don't know if we're gonna continue all the way to the bottom or what, but you know. So, where are we at here? Oh yeah. I said before, personally, I really like this one, but yeah, it's probably gonna have to be this one right here. Let me copy this one, and the next panel here is essentially the same thing. I am going to move the other one up too. We don't need that much room for him. So this is the one that's going to get white out, you know, witted out. It's going to be like this. Or probably not that, but like more like streaks, I'm imagining. But either way, we're just going to copy whatever we do in that one panel, put it there. And last panel is this crappy image, which can go a number of ways. Let's see. No worries, dude. I'll just keep talking to myself. I like talking to myself. All right. I'm just looking at a page from Rockford to see what kind of craziness he's done. He's got one of the most insane panel design, which you really don't want to jump into. Like, he's really good at it, but Even if you're really good at it, you gotta be careful, man. Anyway. Thanks for thinking about it, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So this last one here, here's the thing. We could do this thing where, well, we can either put this image down here where it's this crappy photo, or we can make it the whole bottom. Or not the whole bottom, but like a good amount of the bottom. But I'm checking into it. Is that going to read is the question, you know what I mean? Like, is it gonna read if it stops here? Just checking it out here before I make any decisions. Now, if this one is here, does that read? If it's like that? Jeremy, what do you think? Is this reading? Whoever's there. Valerie, are you in the shadows lurking? We don't need lurkers. So I'm thinking it would read, like you read left to right, right? Or right, yeah, left to right, and then top to bottom, secondarily. So it would be like, you'd have this situation here. Yeah, that'll read, right? And I kind of like it because it really frames this like a picture, you know what I mean? However, then we lose that whole nice little, I think we lose that nice verticality of that last one. I don't know. Just don't know. Because the other way around is like this. Wonder if the lower right frame was anchored to the right corner and make it thinner. If the lower right frame was anchored to the right corner and make it thinner. What do you mean? You mean just like chopping it? I was planning to do that anyway. You mean like that? Then you can fill the left with the vertical. Right. I like it both ways, really. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like it like this because it's cool, but yeah, that verticality is cool, man. The vert is strong. The verticality one is strong, right? That's what I mean, it feels right. I just don't like splitting the page evenly, so I may move Superman in this first panel slightly, and then move it over a little bit. Not the whole thing, just Superman. Put him higher. And then we can move the whole panel just a little bit. There we go. Now it feels a little better. I dig it. So at this point, this is when I go in there and analyze some page flow. Well, actually, first, we'll throw in some boxes. That way it's easier to see, easier to analyze. Good. Put that into a folder. Stick it on top. And then delete. Well, you don't have to necessarily delete, but lower the opacity. And now we use this interesting tool Clip Studio has. Oh, hey, man. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's like everybody mentions Aeon Flux, and then some of it, some people Tron. But yeah, it's a nice little mix of that. I'm a big gamer, so for me it's like a take on like something like F-Zero or Wipeout. I think that was the game that was like that. But yeah, super racing oriented, but the story is really based around like the world and kind of, I'd say about half and half in the racetrack and half in the world, which is probably a good mix. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Go to if you go to the Patreon page at the bottom, you can see more of the, I think, development shots and different things I'm putting up. I don't even think you need to. Some of it's hidden, but I think there's more. I think there's more work on the Patreon page. I'm pretty sure. Just to let you know. But yeah, thanks for checking it out, man. I really appreciate it. I did a lot of designs today, and what happened today? Oh yeah, just really just knocking out the character designs, and story-wise, it's going good. So I think by August I should be into making pages. It sucks that you have like this whole website and everything set up. I always feel like I'm putting the cart before the horse if you're doing it like that, but I like to get the whole thing going because it gives me motivation to see the hype and to see this hype for myself, really, just to like amp it up to make something great. But yeah, I can't wait to actually do the pages. It's gonna be fun. All right, so yeah, Clip Studio's got this unique kind of frame tool. Oh, hey, Jamie. Dude, I totally missed your, missed checking out your page. Look, man, I'll do it right now. On stream, because I feel bad. I missed checking it out before. How do I get to your page easy? That's a good question. Yeah, just send me, dude, send me a link. I can't find you. Like, I'm not sure how to even get to you. I can't click your name for some reason. Go to channel. There we go. Awesome. Nice. Very cool, dude. Let me, wonder if it'll kick me off stream if I click one of these. Nope. Still good. Nice, dude. Very cool. Seen enough, I'm subscribing. Nice little banner too, dude. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. You do the studies and then you get better. I was actually watching this weird Japanese video about manga, and they're like, yeah, if you just want to learn to draw, just draw from other artists. And they immediately were like, yo, it's not really the Western way. It's like kind of frowned upon to like just study masters, but over there it's like what you do. You don't, if you want to like draw comics over there, you like proudly copy their work. But yeah, dude, it's all about the good studies, and then it transfers to your hands magically. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'm subscribed. I'll check it out. Let's do this here. Yeah, I saw this other Jamie Ramirez. He's got I think he's a musician. Low output. Get out of here, dude. Low output. Huh. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna put on some Nintendo music now, because it's one, I don't get hit for this, because it's covers. So I'm down. Just to give me a little different feel for things. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm drinking Lagunitas. It's a good IPA. For cheap. Alright, let's get back to the biz. Alright, so in here, they've got the sweet frame creation thing, which I haven't fully figured out. But I know you can do it pretty simply, like this. Let's see. I'm just going to make one big frame. Probably cut it off over here somewhere. Or no, maybe I'll do it just like this. For the first one. Okay. And then maybe... Can I divide from there? I don't know. Let's see. Scal? Huh. Let's try. Oh, that's kind of dividing it that way. Okay, interesting. So let's make a new one. New frame. I'm going to go down from here. Oh, cheers, dude. Salud in Italian, bro. Why is it slowing down? Is it lagging over there or what? Alright, so now at this point, I'm pretty sure you can divide within this. Let's try. Let's divide. Well, first, let's put this folder on top so I can see what's going on. There we go. And now we can divide this one up. Divide. I think we can give this as much space as possible, this one at top. I don't like how thin those borders are, so let's crank up those numbers. Let's do 30 and 30 at least. Probably can make that a little bigger. Let's chop Jimmy's panel a little bit. Sketchy Italian. If only you talked to me before, this might be the Sketchy Italian study stream. Don't know if I'd get more or less followers for that. Alright, one. We'll do another one. It's got to be relatively the same size. A little smaller. A little bigger. It's about right. Now looking at it, this is the blurry shot down here, so really we should be giving the top one as much space as possible. So let's work from bottom up. How about that? There we go. Then we can chop those down just a little bit. There we go. It's more like it. All right. Yo, by the way. Oh, maybe I can just play it, dude. Screw the copyrights. So they made an awesome Metroid song. Border breaks? What do you mean? Like the figure breaking the border? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I am, but very sparingly. I like looking in pro comics and seeing how many times they break the border. Well, this guy's so chaotic, he breaks it all the time, but I think that's his whole point. Rockford breaks the panels a lot to connect them, since he doesn't do these square panels, he does these weird, like, really organic forms as panels, so to make them connect easier, I think he breaks for that reason. But yeah, I probably would break head of the last panel. Oh no, I'm definitely not in that one, because that one's the blurry shot, which it's gonna be so blurry you won't even know it's a head. So definitely not that one. But yeah, I see what you mean though. I see you could totally. Every time I break panel borders, especially when I'm in dude, it's got to be a really good money shot. But whenever I put them in samples, like, editors frown on it for some reason. They like to see traditional by the books shit. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But yeah, I definitely break panel borders. But I like to do it in like some really like that moment where the antagonist has got the upper hand, but he doesn't see something coming, and the guy just kicks him in the face. That's when you break the panel border and just really rocks it out. Anyway, I was gonna look for on the Smash Brothers website. They put up some new songs. One from Breath of the Wild, which is really tight. Dragon's back. Good to see you, Dragon. Good to see you. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to the Smash Brothers website and see if this thing plays on my iPhone. I don't know. It might be run on Flash or something. You know how that goes. iPhones. Dovahkiin. I'm assuming that's something I don't understand. Alright, so check out these themes, dude. Check out this sweet, sweet theme from Metroid. And it's awesome. So good. Hopefully it plays. There we go. So sweet. Huh. Right, panels are in. So I guess we can start messing with the next layer of roughs. Which will be pretty fun. Marveling at the sketchiest Italian side of you. You dirty dog, you. So that was like I said, that was a bad A song. But check out this rendition of Breath of the Wild's main theme, dude. So good. Yeah, I just like how the leg and the rock all like outline Jimmy on this one. Very cool. Alright, so page flow, guys. It's super essential. So it almost is working really well on this one. So what I need here is, alright, I'm gonna use a red little thing here and describe what you probably want out of this. Alright. Oh, dude, I'm representing too, dude. Italia! So, Soups is up here, so your eye's gonna go probably, if we make the light up here, you could draw the eye here, then down into here, and hopefully I can find something out here to swoop you back up to Jimmy and over. That's the idea. But the best we can do on one of these vertical panels is just have it flow circular, like, you know what I mean? So it already is doing that, so we're good. Like, you want to flow circular, and then even his head right here is good because it's flowing in. So that's what we're looking for. The flow, feel the flow. Let's try another one of these songs. Let's do the Vega stage. Alright, So the flow feels really good on this first one. The bus one is really the only one you have to be worried about. So let's move around the photo ones to align better. Haha! Vegas music is so ridiculous. It's funny. Oh. Good. Alright, let's erase away this stuff here. That way it doesn't get confused. Alright, this is the bus shot. So it's gonna be, oh man, it's tough to say if I should show the gorilla or not. Or not the gorilla, but show just the gorilla or not. I think that's all of the Smash Brothers stuff I wanted to show you guys. I think that's all there really is. But yeah, cool stuff. Alright, let's get some Contra up in here. Alright, so I might resketch this whole thing because it's definitely not flowing this way. All we need to have is the 180 rule work. So all we really need to have is Superman on the left or center and Gorilla on the right or center. That's all you need to make sure of, unless you want to screw up storytelling technique. Or rather, bend the rules. But I preferably don't want to do that. The idea is to have this like swoop back in. And to do that, I think it needs to do this. That way this can come this way, swing back down. That's the idea. That's what we want here and over. Flow of the eye. Well, the whole book, Jamie, is a big arc, and I was actually figuring it out today. So the whole book's gonna take a while, but my plan is to release. I talk about this in the video on my the main page of my YouTube page. In that video, I describe it, but planning to release pretty much from now until holiday. I'm gonna work on the pages, right? I'm going to have a good chunk of them done, which will be a lot by that time. I'm going to release them in weekly increments. That way you'll always get a new page each week. So for free, release them on my website weekly, probably right around the first of the new year, I'm thinking. And from that moment on, you'll get a page a day. So it'll give me enough buffer time to work on it consistently. And yeah, so it'd be a good ride. Since I'm doing all the work, I'm doing, well, you know, the penciling and the lettering, all the coloring, everything. So it'll take a while. Normally, I'm just used to penciling pages. So if I had nothing else going on, it'd probably be like a month per, at least, per book, which is 24 pages. But yeah, the first 24 pages is probably. We'll start releasing end of the year. Ken, what's up? Glad you're here. Did you bring your own beer? I know that rhymed. Didn't mean it to. Alright, so back to page flow. Everything looks like it's going to work out just fine, except for the bus shot, which is the coolest shot. I kind of want to do a different angle, like maybe from, I know, I think Valerie mentioned it last time. Inspiring. Any plans to do a Kickstarter? Any go for it? No, but I'm doing. I'm actually on Patreon, man. So I'd prefer it if you're gonna do a donation. I'd prefer you give me like $1 a month now, and you know what I mean. Just to add to the pool. And it's, here's the thing: if I do all the pages, if I do the whole thing, it'd probably be a whole nother year. But here's the idea. The idea is if I get a good collection of pages done, and actually have a good amount of fans, I will do the Kickstarter for getting the book in print. But it'll be free online no matter what. I just prefer, you know, if you want to help out, do it through Patreon. That way, you know, you can get the updates, and you know, you actually can get a free sketch on there if you do a $30 month, and you can get a free sketch every month if you want to do it that way. But yeah, that's my preferable method because I really like, I just like the ongoing, you know, idea of it, you know. So I want everybody to get it for free, but if everybody wants to get the print, then they can, you know, join the Kickstarter. And by that point, I think I'll figure out how many people are really reading, and if it's plausible, you know. I think it's just way better. Dude, I know, man. Actually, I've got a lot of them, dude. I've done a lot of Star Circuit pictures. There's plenty. Did you see the one I put up on Patreon today? I'll show you guys. It's of Menno. I did it the other day, and it could be yours or Teresa's rather. I don't know if you see this. Over this way. You see? Is it too dark? Yeah. Either way. Thanks, man. So, oh yeah, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that Menno shot is, I don't know. I think I did that at like 3 in the morning one night. I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I need to get this out. Oh, dude, I've been watching MotoGP too. There's a race this weekend. Psyched. All right. That's the thing that happens, man. You start doing comics based on something, and you get into it. I'm really hoping I don't do a comic about tennis. That I have to start watching tennis, you know. Let's see. Sorry to all those tennis fans out there. Alright, let's do this, try to do a different gorilla shot here. I like the idea maybe of slightly seeing more of Superman. So maybe, let's see, maybe Soups is over here somewhere. And that's punching, and then it's tough because I want to show not too much of them. I need to show them through the grill going through the bus, you know. I think we'll focus on the bus first because Superman is the afterthought, I think, but it does need to show him at some point. We could do it like really detached and just like say that's the bus, one half of the bus, and the other bus, half of the bus is over here. And gorilla down on the ground maybe, or maybe going through it as we speak. I don't know how big to make him. Gorilla versus a bus. He's probably about the same size, right? Because he's a monstrous gorilla, you know? And then, same idea, where Supes knocks him into it. Trying to think. Want to use most of the panel. I don't want to pull back on. It's already a small panel-ish. We pretty much want what we have here, just more dynamic. And then Superman up here somewhere, punching him. And he's flying in. Problem is, well, that's kind of the flow I want. I want it to be like this. So maybe I start with that. That's like the whole point. Literally the whole point of changing this panel up. So let's do it from that angle, from that idea. Let's do low angle. That way we get a little bit of this cross section here. A little bit lower. Wheels on the bus. Gorilla. I don't know which way he's gonna face. Maybe like this, and his arms are like this. Maybe. Something like that. Let's move this over. Trying to figure out how to position this bus to make it seem like a bus. I mean, with here, you're going to see the windows and stuff and whatever else is on the bus. So that'll be cool, but maybe it shouldn't lift up as much like that. just tilt it. Maybe like that. Oops. Alright, so this thing here, that seems alright, and then Superman up top. Blasting the fool. Just like that. And then I think that's a good one. It's not bad. I'll take it. I think it's got a better flow than the other one because it's connecting at least. What we'd like to do is something like this where if stuff's flying, I want things to be flying this way, and I'll just have a piece of stuff. You always want to lead to the next panel. Always. Don't forget to do such a thing. I forgot a few different times, and editors definitely told me to add something. Like, it's pretty easy to add like something in the foreground here. Just like this. That's going to lead the eye in. You know what I mean? Especially if it's got some high contrast or, you know, a shape to it or something. You know, there's like some destruction or rubble that's just pointing this way, you know? And that's just how it's done. So now it's leading that way, you know? You could literally do the same thing up here, like maybe a post or like a light post or something is broken, leaning this way, because now it's going to always bring everything in. That's what you're looking for. Alright. And that leads into here. Jimmy's fine. Like, I'm gonna change it up. All I care about is what I'm doing with the foreground stuff again. Is just more rubble that he's taking pictures of. All I wanted to do is lead it this way. And now this one, it's just a giant white panel. I'm sure the flash that is gonna be shown from the camera doesn't matter. It's just gonna drop everything to the next panel, and the last panel is a blurry little bitch, so it doesn't matter either. That's how it goes. Like, the last panel is not even, it almost makes the page not a good sample page for that reason. It's like, what is that showing your editors? That you picked a lazy page to do. That's what it's showing them. But, you know, you draw what the writer says, man. That's it. Oh, I might have to grab another beer. It's only 9:05, no, 9:10. Alright. This is the Paperboy soundtrack, by the way, guys. Just looking for something else. Oh. Hollow Knight soundtrack? It's way more low-key. I know, right? The drunken artist. See how many beers he can drink. Alright. This looks good. I'll show you the next page for whoever did not get to see it before. Alright, so this is the next page where probably need to still move things around. More like that. I think everything else feels okay. Like the flow is pretty decent. There's something I'll have to do over here. I'm trying to get a flow that goes this way. Or there's going to be a speech bubble here and then over here, so it's going to lead through. Be fine. Watch the lines. Astray, go astray, and never come back. So which page would we rather do? The action stuff or the boring office stuff? Which I'm cool. It's more talking heads. It's cool with that. Or we can do the double page. Do the vert. All right, I can do the vert. Vert's cool. Save that. Alright, so this thing what is that one replacing? This one? Oh, hell yeah. You just got on stream, dude. Oh man, now you got a challenger, dude. Office stuff. Alright, office stuff. Look, man, I like office stuff too. The vertical one's pretty awesome. I like it. But I'm down for whatever, man. Kenton gets to choose. Because he just subscribed to my Patreon. Everyone give him a hand. Soft clap. And thank you, Kenton. You're the best. Alright, I feel like I'm part of a charity drive. I did that. Snap, snap. Thanks, Ken. That's awesome, man. Now you can fight Teresa for that, the Sweet Minnow one. No, I've got plenty of others. You can work on a lot of the main character and stuff, so it's all good. Alright, so let's do whatever Ken says. Ken, what page do I do? Do I take door number 1, which is the double page spread? Door number 2, which is the Superman fight? Or number 3, the other thing, the office stuff? No problem. Oh no. Alright, cool. Awesome. Damn it, Ken. Alright, looks like I think I'm gonna do the vertical. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dragon. The vertical just seems more appealing. That's awesome. That's very funny. Cool. Here we go. So this is what I generally do is so I generally work on the roughs and somewhat of the breakdowns on digital form because it's just easier to move things around. And get poses right. So I will be doing a little bit of breakdown here and then transferring and finishing the rest on paper, because the finished stuff always feels better when it's on paper. Actually, I don't know how much of the finish I'm going to do. Probably a good amount. This is still going to be pretty rough, but still, let's get going. Very cool. Let's get working. Alright, so number one, Superman up top. I also have a helicopter that looks like it's going to crash into him. Number one is probably move that bad boy up here. Not even looking at ref because you don't need to for something like this small. You know? Pillar probably is way bigger. I think it spans like that big. Well, not nearly that big, but something like that. Either way, we'll just leave it like that. Looks like I've got a sweet 3-point perspective, kind of, in here. So what we'll do is just throw down the horizon line, and that's all we'll need. I think the horizon is probably, I think, on here. Yeah, nearly, almost worm's eye. I have them looking from below. I didn't want to do extremely worm's eye because as much as I'm a fan of dramatic angles, I feel like worm's eye's, I don't know, only useful for a few different things. Alright, I did look up some Gorilla reference for myself here, and I already started doing some of it up here. This Gorilla's head have this like weird hump thing. Gorilla hump. You know, super flat face. But it's probably tilted like I have it here. I think he knocked off his jaw already, so well, not the whole jaw, but it's probably broken, so we can have it kind of here. Alright. They have ears, but they're covered in fur, so they're not going to even be shown, really. Alright. I don't know how much of the mechanical stuff is underneath and is showing, but he definitely got punched in the jaw already, so I'm going to show some of it here, which is cool. Their shoulders are way high, but I don't know how realistic I want to do this gorilla here. Alright, let's cool. Alright, don't want to get caught up in the details, but can't help it sometimes. You're like, I have to remember to do this. Alright. This is almost when the time comes to use reference, almost. Pretty much if you can't get a form that looks right, you need to probably look it up. But this guy's like covered in fur, and think I'm gonna be able to work it out here. Just want it to be menacing, you know? Where's my mirror when I need it? Go to Peter Jackson on the Gorilla here? What do you mean, like Peter Jackson himself or Peter Jackson's work? What are you trying to say? Let's see here. Switching up this thumb. Oh yeah, that's right. Totally forgot. I mean, we can look up that up together if you want. Just the stall. Last night I had to learn how to draw a hexagon. Which that's a cool method with the two circles. But what are we looking up here? Oh yeah. Kong Island. Kong 3D model, maybe? Is this gonna bring up what I want? Dude, Kong doesn't even look like a grill. This dude is like... That's crazy. You seeing this, guys? Whoa. Whoa, look at this. Craziness. I've never seen this movie. Looks cool though. Yeah, this guy's got like a way more Donkey Kong kind of thing going on. So from this angle, you probably won't see as much. Maybe like what we have here. Cool. You gotta watch these tangents though, for sure. Let me look at that reference again. Look at that thing. That's interesting to see. 'Cause I have no clue how their mouths are built. So just a few teeth and a giant set of canines. So when I have his teeth over here, I almost have it right, where you have like the giant tooth. I'll just make it more pronounced. Maybe not like that. Mighty Joe Young. Oh my god, that's funny. See, you do see the ear a little bit, right? I knew you do. I knew it. Putting it in. Probably see not much of it. More like that. Stomach, and then stubby legs, bro. They got stubby legs, I think. Let me look at some legs. Howard Kong legs. Is that a real poster? Oh, that's the first one. I mean, I guess I could go off these toys, but you see the proportions. These giant, these stubby legs. Mini legs. Mini legs. What the hell? Froze up on me, guys. There we go. Alright, so there's a knee. We're just gonna put a general shape here. Let's see. I have him turning, because I like say this is his belly button. Maybe not there, but like he's turning, so he's like twisting. So his other leg would be over here. Like he just got hit and now he's gonna be going back for him. Rah. Alright. So knee. God damn it. I need to see I need to see, yeah, there we go. Feet are like hands, kind of. Opposable thumb, right? Couldn't remember. No, I want to see goalie gauntlets. Kong Island. What do I look up? 3D model. Renders maybe. Oh, Diddy Kong, look at that. Do I get to see his feet ever? Over there a little bit on that shot. Ooh, I like this one. He's got very handsome flowing hair. It's funny. Why do you gorilla giggle when they run? Oh, that's funny. No, stop it. There we go. Alright. So I got this vision of him on this little What can he be standing on? Somebody tell me. Like a pillar, a car, a bus, or something turned over. Something that's going to keep a giant gorilla stationary. I need something that's you know, shows how much destruction there's been in this fight. I'm just gonna put in some toes that are kind of gripping whatever it is. Is he twisting too much, maybe? To have the kneecap like flat. Excuse me. It would be strong, and a car vehicle would be shown collapse under its weight. Right. Correct. Standing on your mama. You better not be talking about Mrs. C, dude. She'll know. She'll learn somehow. All right. So I think just the foot needs to be turned. I think the leg is fine. Everything needs to shift. So in this case, I'm going to do it like this. Now I can kind of keep tabs on where everything is. And I'm kind of ad-libbing. I haven't looked at feet anatomy and how they grip things. But that's the whole point of these layouts. It's like you need to like start getting a handle on what you need to know. And then for the next pass, really. And that one could probably stay. And then we see the palm probably, or whatever that is. Now it feels like the leg should be a little higher. I mean, it's so furry. Deflated giant gorilla blow up advertisement. Yeah, that'd be funny. All it really needs to be is something, I don't know, something more than just a rock, you know? That's all I'm saying. However, I like whatever idea you came up with. A car or whatever would be fine. Or another overturned bus or... Let's see. It needs to be something like that because it shows the scale of things. You know what I mean? So... let's see. So maybe we can do something like that that is kind of crushed. Under the weight, maybe like a tractor trailer or something. Or a bus. You know what I mean? Do you feel me? That's all you're really going to see because Olsen is going to be in the way here in a minute. I think that's fine. He's twisting awfully a lot, but if I do some things that start making it look like he's turning more, it might be more believable. Oops. Alright, just 10 and some fur is all. And it'd be cool if we we could even show it more so if we do if there's a rip in his thing, we see like the bone through and then wires and stuff. That'd be cool. Okay. He's looking right at him, so perfect. So Soup's up here is doing his little Superman pose, which is always classic. I'm gonna try to put a little my twist on it here and have like his hands kind of far as hell back, or his arms pulled way back, so that means his chest is super high. Knee, foot. Maybe the knee is too high. We don't want him to be like sprinting, but just like the floating pose, you know? He should eat a nanner. You're full of jokes tonight, Jeremy. I'm happy. It's a big forearm and wrist. That's Jim Lee style right here. Maybe like that. Let's trim him down a bit. And then maybe cape up. Like so. Cool? Cool so far? Alright. He doesn't wear underwear on the outside anymore, guys. I'm just putting in a pelvis. Okay, now let's get to Olsen here. I know the horizon line's here, so I don't really need that anymore. But I will erase away most of it. Alright, so now Olsen is hopping. This is a fun part. I kind of need reference for this because I don't really know how this move would actually work. Parkour style, you know what I mean? How does it really work? Huh. Parkour dude. Thought I looked up a parkour dude before. No. there's one. Let's use that. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's more like a dude jumping over a rail. Very worm's eye view, though, like Jeremy likes. I might be able to pull this off. Okay, so Jimmy, I'm assuming Jimmy's wearing like a polo shirt or something. So that's what I'm envisioning here. I'm jumping right ahead. I'm not even doing anatomy underneath. He's a skinny dude. I will, however, make sure I'm gauging this right. You have to figure out. He's turned this way. Damn it! I thought I didn't have to figure out anatomy, and I kind of do. Trying to cheat steps here, guys. So, delt, bicep, right? I think that would look right. I'm just exaggerating the size of them because I need to see. It's probably touching the palm. Seems like the arm is long. This is why you do anatomy here. Or just needs foreshortening. One of the two. Okay, I think I see where it needs to go, but for now, I'm going to figure out depth. Mannequin style here. His wrist would be turned this way. And then like that. So, very interesting. I even drew in his hair before. He's probably got a sweet do, but not that big, but still. Sweet do. Let's block in this shape here. If I don't do this, then I'll mess something up for sure. Trying to figure out how he'd be holding his camera like that, so tilt it up this way. Cool. He's twisting that way. kind of hiding his pelvis. Saves me a little bit, but yep. That'll learn yet. Jimmy needs a water hose to help soups out by spraying the exposed. Yeah. I know. Well, if it was a video game, dude, that's what would happen. Plotting in the foot here. Maybe too much of a heel. Let's see. For this body, the head that I originally drew him was too small, or big rather. I could have the other leg over here foreshortened this if we want. Showing he's hopping like vaulting, you know. Okay, so need some camera ref, but my girlfriend's got a bunch of cameras over there, so I'm just gonna draw a cube for now. Let's see. Anybody know how many heads are in a forearm? We can measure with something. Let's see. Like this is about what the size of my head? A little bigger. So we'll say about this. And then forearm. Looks like it's 3/4, 2/3. Looks like 2/3. Head is 2/3 of the forearm. That gives me a good idea. So something like this big. So it's pretty close. For this one, I'm going to try to stay loose as I possibly can. Until it's time. Still seems big. Let's drop it down. Or maybe just out of position, potentially. Not like that. Definitely tilted is better. We do gesture head. It's not bad. Let's add some structure in here. That's fine. Obviously needs a little work. Just trying to like block it out so I can kind of visualize it when I look back at it. Kind of works. He's going to be looking about like where he's going. I don't think he'd be looking up, right? What are you guys saying here? I've never noticed how square your face is, Joe, like a SpongeBob, yo. Dude, my face is not square, man. My temples, my forehead is pretty square. My hair really defines my body, bro. No, my head is, it's It's ever changing. It's ever changing, man. Alright. Alright, Jimmy, that's pretty close. We're gonna do this. Cool. The rest of it is kind of simple. It's a bunch of rubble, but sometimes rubble's good, and it's only 8 minutes left, so let's just finish the panel. How about that? I'm definitely going to go back into Jimmy one more pass before I consider this a completed, like, in-between breakdown. I'm thinking this is like cement that's been broken up, and there's like these, pipe thing, like the rhubar, or did I say just a rhubar? What is it? What's the bar that I'm thinking of? Not rhubar, right? Alright. Here, I get to show whatever I want, so what do I want to show? What do I want to show here? I think could be more twisty and gross looking. I almost want to show like a car that's been smashed up, because I'm all about drawing cars. Let's do... I'm just going to show the front end. I need to show the tire, though, to show it's a car. Obviously, the glass is going to be cracked. And this thing is going to have dents in it. But what I need to do is get to this point here. Still doesn't look like you're going to see the tire. I wanted to get to that point. Let's see. I don't think I necessarily need to show the tire. I think you'll get the point it's a car, right? If I show the grill, at least. Let's do the emblem bent. That'll show them. Alright. Oops. What am I doing? Stop grabbing things here. I totally grabbed a different pencil. I don't want that pencil. There we go. Dent this thing up a little bit. cracked headlight. Oh yeah, nice. I'm gonna yeah, hopefully I'll see you next week. Do you ever send us a link to your comic? Let me know. Let me know if you have anything out. I forget if you told us that or not. Might get to see a little bit of the tire over there. This is the grill, my friends. This probably needs to pop back up and show more of the window. There we go. I think everything needs to slide if I cut that down a little bit. Definitely looks like it's not a full car. Let me pull. Can't tell how much I've drawn already without seeing the whole thing. Proportionally, that's what it needs to be. Okay. You're all about the little things, Jeremy. I'll put wipers in though. Still seems like it should go off over here at this point, right? It's just me, or is that seem better if it's there? I think I made it too big to scale to him, or no? I can't tell. I'm like putting in the horizon, the vanishing point that would be there, or it could be more out that way, but okay. Not exactly sure if that's gonna work or not just yet. I'll have to take a look at it afterwards. Seems like it's funky because I want it to be obviously tilted, like one of the tires is popped or whatever. You know, it's launched into some rubble. Like it's not straight. It shouldn't be. Um, Seems about right? Cool. It's 10:02, dude. All that would be left is these buildings back here. I don't know if anybody wants me to really complete this panel. I'm just, throwing in these buildings are, it's not very hard. I'm going to say that. Like, when I actually do it, I'll have to put in a real perspective and it'll change up things a little bit. It's really just blocking everything in. If we want, we can have the planet in the background. That literally could be the planet. I don't know what the planet really looks like in the comics. So we'll just make it square. Thanks, man. So yeah, that's what we got on the first panel there. I like it. I like how he looks like he's hopping over things. Might have to move the car, but it looks like he's hopping into a little hole, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I like what we got to. It's a good step. Let's see. Yeah, it's time, man. Ken, thank you so much, man. I will be hooking you up real soon. Jeremy, are you going to give Teresa the sketch? I forgot what we talked about. Are you giving one to her or no? Like, pretty much, do you want a sketch or not? Save. Let's put the stuff on the cloud. How about that? Alright. Yeah, she'll get them. Okay, cool. I will be sending her. I'll send you the sketches. That one I have to finish the model sheet, so I'll send them afterwards. But maybe I'll just do another one for you. Whatever, dude. But yeah, I'll send out sketches if you guys want them. Actually, I'll let you know when it will happen because I want to make sure the characters look good and everything. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is number 22. We've come a long way. It's pretty much a month. It's more than a month, but it's like a month and a week. But thanks for stopping by. It's been real. Yeah, Monday we start back up, Master Studies, and it'll be fun times. Have a good weekend, everybody. Have a good night. Grab another beer. Bye, everybody.